Celebrations are underway at Turangawaewae to mark the 12th anniversary of the Māori King's koroneihana, or coronation. Controversy surrounds this weekend's events after King Tuhetia's former advisor, Turangawaewae Morgan, wrote a scathing letter this week criticising the $250,000 salary paid to the King's chief advisor, Rangi Whakaruru, as well as alleged misspending to fund an expensive car and a tummy tuck. The Manu Korihi reporter John Boynton is in Ngaruawahia, although not as an invited guest, and I asked him what would be happening this weekend.
Kia ora, John. Well, thousands of people are expected to descend upon Turangawaewae marae this weekend. Today is a day of remembrance. It's Te Rao Te Kawemate, where loved ones bring photos of those who have passed away. And this is a long-held tradition of the kingitanga. This year is the 12th koroneihana for King Tuhetia, and it's a chance for those from around the country, around different iwi, to come together to celebrate the Māori King's coronation and also the kingitanga movement.
John, the big events are over the weekend, of course. There's a real sense, though, that this occasion has well and truly been rained on, literally and figuratively, if the weather up here is the same as the weather there. Who is there today?
Well, we can't actually tell who's inside the marae grounds right now at Turangawaewae because there has been a ban put in place for all media over the 5 days of the koroneihana celebrations. And this comes in the light of furor over alleged misspending by the Office of the Māori King, which is known as Te Ururangi Trust. Turangawaewae Morgan, who is a former advisor to the Māori King, wrote a scathing letter which was released to media this week, criticising the Māori King and namely his chief advisor, Rangi Whakaruru, over alleged misspending in the office. And he highlights some of the extravagant spending, which included purchases of expensive cars, loans and a tummy tuck. He also criticised the $250,000 salary of Mr Whakaruru when there are so many people in Ngaruawahia who live in poverty. So all of that is surrounding this weekend's events.
John, one guest whose name I don't suspect will be on the guest list, but who may turn up anyway, is Turangawaewae Morgan. Do you think that he will be sighted at Ngaruawahia over the weekend?
Well, when we spoke to Mr Morgan earlier this week, he was overseas, but this is his kāinga, this is his home, so it's very likely he will make an appearance this weekend during the koroneihana. Now, what reception he receives from the Māori King will be interesting to see. Last month, Mr Morgan came out in support of a serious fraud office investigation into alleged misspending by the Ururangi Trust. He wanted to get to the bottom of what was happening within the trust, and this did not earn him any favours with the Māori King, who went to criticise Mr Morgan during the Iwi Chairs Forum, which was held in Ngaruawahia just a couple of weeks ago. And this led to Mr Morgan penning that scathing letter, which has made the rounds in media this week.
John, I know this is the eve of this event and we'll know much better when it's all over, but where do you think all of this, the controversy, the serious fraud office investigation, Tuku Morgan's letter, where does this leave the kingitanga movement, do you think?
So the kingitanga has been a strong political movement in Te Ao Māori since it was established in 1858. So I'm not sure if this event will break it, but of course it brings unwanted controversy to this weekend's koroneihana celebrations. I was here in Ngaruawahia earlier this week talking to locals. A lot of them didn't want to go on tape to criticise the kingitanga because they believe so much in its values and what it's represented over more than 100 years. And yeah, they really want to get to the bottom of alleged misspending, and one person told me that the Māori King needs to weed out the weeds within his office so the kingitanga can move forward from this.
John Boynton.